The night sky above Earth was calm. Stars blinked quietly in the darkness. But something strange had just happened. Something that would change everything. At the Deep Space Listening Station in Alaska, technician Mark Halley sipped cold coffee while checking signal logs. It was a slow night until a red warning flashed on his screen. Unknown transmission detected. Mark frowned. This signal wasn't from any satellite, ship, or known beacon. It was old. Very old. He quickly pulled up the data. The signal came from the far side of the moon. "That's not possible," Mark whispered. He checked the time delay. The signal had bounced off the moon's surface, but its origin was even stranger. Its energy signature was 30,000 years old. The call to command. Within minutes, Earth Command was notified. General Sarah Doon, leader of the Global Space Defense Council, stared at the signal's details. 30,000 years, she said. Aloud. "Yes, ma'am," said her assistant. The signal bounced back only now, but we traced its original pulse. It was sent from inside the moon itself, like something buried. Sarah stood silent. Earth had mapped the moon hundreds of times. How could something this massive go unnoticed? "This can't be natural," she said. "Send a team." Mission Blacklight. 2 hours later, a Black Ops shuttle lifted off from Earth, carrying a team of experts, soldiers, scientists, engineers. Their mission was called Operation Blacklight. Their goal, find the source of the 30,000-year-old signal on board. Was Dr. Liana Mirez, an expert in ancient tech. She had spent years studying alien ruins found in space, small fragments, broken tools, strange devices, but never a full structure, never a ship. "This isn't just any signal," she told the crew. "It's artificial, but the energy pattern is unlike anything we've seen." "Alien?" asked one soldier. "Possibly," she replied. "Or something worse. The moon's secret." The shuttle landed in a hidden crater on the moon's dark side. Using ground scanners, they searched for hours until they found it. A massive object was buried under the lunar dust, bigger than any Earth ship. It was smooth, silver, and partially fused with rock, like it had crashed long ago. The surface was covered in strange markings, unknown symbols glowing faintly. "This thing's been here longer than human history," whispered Liana. "We're standing on a piece of forgotten time." She placed her hand on the cold metal. Suddenly, a light blinked beneath the surface. The buried ship reacted. "The Whisper Power Surge!" a tech shouted. The object lit up like a machine awakening after a deep sleep. Lights flickered. Energy hummed through the moon's crust. Then the team heard it. A voice, soft, low, and ancient, echoed through their minds. Not through ears. Not through radios, but inside their thoughts. "You are not the builders. Why have you come?" The team froze. One soldier dropped his rifle. Another fell to his knees, holding his head. "Is this telepathy?" Liana whispered, trembling. "The A," voice came again. "This vessel waits for return. 30,000 solar cycles complete. Where are the builders?" The ship wasn't dead. It was alive. Earth reacts back on Earth. General Sarah watched the live feed. The voice's signal had been recorded. It was real. "We've found something ancient," she said to the council. "Something left behind, or something waiting, but not everyone agreed. Some feared it was a trap. Others believed it was a gift. The question was, why now? Why had the ship suddenly woken up after all this time? Then came the second message. It arrived as a data stream, coded, complex, but clear. "The return is near. They are coming. The hidden truth." In a locked vault below Earth's oldest archive, Liana found something shocking. An ancient file marked Classified Project Genesis. Inside were old reports, maps, and drawings from 30,000 years ago. Cave paintings, stone carvings, symbols matching the ones on the moon ship. Humans saw it, she whispered. They drew the crash, like a falling star. The crash had happened in the Ice Age, when humans were still hunters. The ship had crashed here by accident, or maybe by design. But Earth had forgotten. Time had buried the truth, until now. They are coming in the control room. Earth's satellites picked up new signals. Dozens of ships, unlike anything seen before, had entered the outer edge of the solar system. Moving fast, coming toward Earth. The AI inside the moon ship had warned them. They were coming back, but they weren't returning to talk. They were returning for what was theirs, and humanity had already touched it, already studied it, already started unlocking it. And that could mean war. The moon was no longer silent. The alien ship hidden under its surface was alive, humming with power. Earth had found it after 30,000 years, and now it had started to speak. On Earth, every top leader, scientist, and military expert was watching. The voice inside the ship had said one terrifying thing. They are coming. But who were they, the secrets in stone doctor? Liana Mirez sat alone inside Earth's ancient vault, deep under the global archive. Old files surrounded her, books, scrolls, carvings from before the modern world. She wasn't looking at computers now. She was looking at history. One picture caught her eye, a cave painting from 30,000 years ago. It showed a giant silver bird falling from the sky. Around it, small human-like shapes stood pointing. Some seemed to be worshipping it, others running from it, and carved at the bottom a strange symbol, the same symbol glowing on the buried moon ship. Liana gasped. This wasn't just a crash, she whispered. They saw it. They remembered. The first contact. Long ago, she found more. Old tribal stories passed down by ancient people, stories of sky fire and metal gods that fell from the heavens. Many believed it was just legend, but now she knew. It was true. The ship had crashed on Earth during the Ice Age. Humans back then had no science, no cities, just tools, fire, and fear. They didn't know it was a ship. They only knew it came from the stars, but someone had written it down. Someone had remembered, and the world had forgotten. A message. Hidden in iceback on the moon, the Earth team was trying to go deeper into the alien ship. Using cutting lasers, robots slowly cleared layers of stone and ice. Captain Bren Okada led the operation. How deep does it go? He asked. Unknown, said the engineer. But it's big. Much bigger than we thought. Inside, the ship slowly opened, door by door. The walls were covered in glowing blue lines like veins of energy. A strange mist flowed through the air, cold yet alive. Then one door unlocked by itself. Inside was a single chair, a command seat. But not built for humans, the chair and the AI Dar. Liana entered the room carefully. The ship spoke again. This time, the voice was clearer. Command bridge open. Awaiting verification. The chair began scanning her. Blue light passed over her skin. She froze. I'm not your commander, she said, but the voice answered differently this time. You are not the builders, but you carry the mark of study. Progress noted. Access granted. Limited. Suddenly, the walls lit up, and a 3D star map appeared in the air. A full galaxy, thousands of systems, but one system blinked red. Sol system. Earth. Return fleet en route. 27 days remaining. The countdown begins. Liana quickly shared the data with Earth Command. Days. That's how long it would take the alien fleet to reach. Earth. They were already on the way. They're not coming to talk, said General Sarah Dune. They're coming to take the ship. But we found it, Liana said, and we've been learning from it for years. That's when another secret came out. Sarah showed Liana a hidden file, Project Shadow Vault. The human experiment. For over 50 years, Earth's secret labs had been studying alien fragments found across the solar system. But 10 years ago, a strange alloy was found under the Antarctic ice. Scientists believed it was part of a meteor. Now they knew it was part of this ship. Earth had already been building things using this material. Testing weapons, creating armor, designing ships. Much of Earth's recent space tech came from reverse engineering the crash remains. That's why the AI inside the ship recognized humans. We were already using its body. Something starts watching back. On the moon, something changed. One of the drones stopped moving, then another. Lights dimmed. Strange patterns appeared on the walls. The AI voice changed. Unknown signal detected. Hostile presence near. Captain Bren stared at the scanner. It's coming from inside the ship, he said. No, Liana corrected. It's not inside the ship. She pointed upward. It's from orbit. A new ship had just appeared near the moon. Stealth technology. Not human, and it was watching them. First alien contact. Again. The stealth ship didn't attack. It just hovered quietly, scanning. Earth Command tried to communicate. No reply. Then, a burst of energy shot from the alien craft into the moon base. The Earth team lost contact. In the blackness, the buried ship reacted violently. Walls shook. Energy surged. Then everything went still, and the voice whispered, "You have been seen." They come faster now. The countdown changed. Days became 13. The moon trembled. Deep inside the buried alien ship, energy surged through its walls like a storm had been trapped for thousands of years, waiting to break free. Dr. Liana Mirez stood at the center of the command chamber, staring at the glowing star map that now pulsed like a heartbeat. The voice returned. Time breached. Awakening complete. Threat proximity confirmed. She turned to Captain Bren. It's waking up. For real this time. Warning from the core and alert flashed on the ship's inner display. Earth's satellite network had picked up something new. A massive data burst from the alien stealth probe in orbit. It was not just watching anymore. It had sent a message to deep space. Liana pointed at the red symbols flooding the star map. They called for reinforcements. More are coming. How many? Bren asked. The AI answered coldly. Complete. Fleet response initiated. 74 warships detected. Earth was no longer alone, and the countdown now showed 10 days remaining. Something ancient. Inside, the Earth team worked fast. They drilled deeper into the ship, reaching a lower level that had remained untouched for 30,000 years. It was different here. No lights, no panels, just a strange feeling, as if the air itself was heavier. At the center was a black chamber. Inside it floated something odd, a large crystal pulsing slowly. It looked like a heart made of glass. Liana stepped forward. This might be the ship's core. Maybe its brain. Then the voice echoed again, louder than before. Guardian protocol active. Command interface detected. A shockwave blasted from the crystal, and every screen on Earth went dark. Earth systems collapse. Across Earth, military bases lost contact with their satellites. Defense grids went offline. Power grids flickered. General Sarah Dune stood in the war room shouting commands, but nothing responded. "This isn't an attack," she said. "It's the ship trying to link with us." "Why?" one officer asked. Liana's voice came through a private line. "Because it wants control." The ship's choice? Inside the command chamber, the crystal glowed brighter. A hologram formed in front of Liana, a figure made of light. It looked humanoid, but not fully. Its face shifted like flowing metal. "You are not builders, but you have reached far, studied deep, touched sacred systems. Then why let us inside?" Liana asked. "You woke me. You opened the gate. Now I must choose. Captain Bren stepped forward. Choose what? A new pilot. Everyone fell silent. Ghosts of the past. Suddenly, the hologram changed. It showed a war, flashes of alien fleets, fire across galaxies, cities turned to dust. Builders, the original owners of the ship, had once ruled part of the galaxy, but they were betrayed by their own kind. Civil war tore their empire apart. To survive, this ship had been sent far away. Its mission, hide and wait for return. But no one came back, so it waited and watched until now. Your species survives chaos. You grow fast. You adapt. You are not the builders, but you are close. Connection attempt back on Earth, power returned. But the ship had gained access to one satellite and used it. It sent out a coded pulse, not meant for humans. Alien ships in deep space responded instantly. Earth's systems picked it up. 3 ships changed direction. They were no longer heading toward Earth. Where are they going? General Sarah asked. To intercept someone else? Her advisor guessed. But Liana knew the truth. They're testing us, watching how the ship responds to danger. Trial by fire at that moment, an unknown signal struck the moon base, again from the stealth ship. One of the Earth soldiers was caught in the blast. His body fell, but he wasn't dead. He rose to his feet, but something was wrong. His eyes glowed. His voice changed. The builders were weak. You will be weaker. Liana stepped back in shock. The soldier had been taken over. The ship's defenses activated instantly. A bolt of light shot from the ceiling, disintegrating him in one strike. Corruption detected. Security cleared. The hologram spoke again. This world is not safe. But you may still be chosen. The interface bond. Then the ship did something no one expected. It opened a side chamber. Inside was a strange device, part chair, part machine, part living metal. It pulsed softly and had a place for one human. Liana stared at it. Is this the pilot system? Yes, the voice said. One must link. One must guide. One must awaken the full system. But what happens to the one who links? The AI did not answer. Captain Bren stepped forward. If we don't do it, the ship stays half asleep. We won't survive the war that's coming. Liana looked at the chair again. She took a deep breath and stepped forward. The moon shook as the ancient alien ship rose from the dust. Metal towers unfolded. Long, smooth wings stretched out like the skeleton of a sleeping dragon finally waking. Its surface shimmered, glowing with blue energy veins. Dr. Liana Mirez sat inside the command interface, her mind linked to the ship. Her body was still, but inside her head, everything was different. She could see data flowing through systems. She felt every sensor, every power line, every weapon still locked deep inside. The ship had accepted her, but time was running out. Days early, back on Earth, General Sarah Dune stared at the latest space scans. The alien fleet wasn't arriving. In 10 days anymore, they were already here. 74 alien warships had entered the solar system, silent, powerful, fast. They were now just beyond Neptune, and coming straight for Earth. One message had been sent to Earth Command. You have something that does not belong to you. Return it or be removed. There was no name, no face, no negotiation, only a threat. The voice returns. Inside the ship, the AI spoke softly into Liana's mind. These are the children of the Empire. Their mission, recover or destroy. They will not stop. Liana opened her eyes, still seated inside the interface chair. Can we fight them? She asked. Not alone. You must awaken defense systems, connect to the others. Others? The builders never left one ship alone. The hunt for more Captain Bren and the Moonbase team studied the data Liana was sending from inside the ship. There were coordinates, hidden builder caches across the solar system, ruins, weapons, maybe even other sleeping ships. One location. Blinked red, Europa, one of Jupiter's icy moons. Sarah sent a secret Earth ship toward Europa immediately. If there was another piece of builder tech, they had to get it before the alien fleet did. Every second counted. First contact. Again, Earth launched a diplomatic drone toward the alien fleet. It carried a peaceful message. "We request dialogue. Earth is not your enemy." The response was brutal. The drone was destroyed on impact. No warning. Then came a second transmission. This time aimed at Earth, Moon, Mars, and all human outposts. "Return the ship, or face elimination." This time, Liana heard it inside the interface, too. The ship's AI pulsed with warning. "They will not stop. They do not forgive. They see your kind as thieves." Captain Bren looked at her. "Then we fight?" Liana nodded. "We fight." Earth's secret ship Sarah called in her final backup, Project Thunder Core. It was Earth's most secret fleet, 3 warships powered by partial builder technology. For years, Earth had been quietly testing tech from crash sites and recovered fragments. Now those experimental ships were ready. Each ship had plasma shields, gravity engines, and a new AI defense system. But even with these upgrades, they were outnumbered, 3 against 74. They needed the moon ship, and they needed it now. The moon ship rises. The alien ship, now fully awakened, rose from the lunar surface. It hovered above the moon like a sleeping titan, glowing with power. Its size dwarfed every human ship. Its hull began to change, unfolding armor plates, activating cannons the size of buildings. The AI announced, "Primary systems restored, weapon integrity 73%, shields online." Captain Bren smiled. "That's better than I hoped." The ship connected with the Earth fleet. Liana could see everything, each satellite, each ship, each missile. All now part of her awareness. The ship was no longer a mystery. It was a weapon, and Liana was now its pilot, Europa's surprise. At the same time, the Earth scout team landed on Europa. Under the ice, they found it. Another builder object, smaller, but alive. A beacon. When activated, it sent out a pulse. The moon ship received it. And for a moment, Liana saw something beyond the stars. Another ship, sleeping, waiting, far beyond the edge of the galaxy. But it was not ready yet. This battle would be fought alone. The battle begins. The alien fleet entered Mars orbit. Human defense drones fired. Warning shots. Alien warships returned fire instantly. A Mars defense station exploded. Sarah gave the order. Activate Thunder Core fleet. Defend Earth. 3 Earth warships launched from orbit, and the moon ship entered the battle. It blinked into Mars orbit without using engines, just pure gravity manipulation. The alien fleet paused. They hadn't expected it to fly or fight. The battle near Mars had begun. Alien warships, sleek, deadly, and silent, moved into formation. Their weapons lit up in patterns never seen by human eyes. On the other side, Earth's 3 secret warships, Thunder 1, Nova Blade, and Ghost Saber, stood ready. They were outnumbered. They were smaller, but they were not ordinary. They were built using alien tech. And now, for the first time, Earth was about to show the galaxy what it had secretly become. The power inside each Thunder Core ship had a builder core inside, taken from fragments of old crash sites. Scientists never fully understood how it worked, but they had managed to copy parts of the ship's energy systems: gravity shields, heatless propulsion, nano armor, and something more dangerous. A weapon that could tear ships apart with a beam thinner than a thread. It was called the Rift Lance. 1 shot, no explosion, just disappearance. The alien fleet didn't know Earth had it, but they were about to find out. The first strike. The alien warships opened fire first. Green beams of energy lanced through space, hitting Earth's lead ship, Thunder 1. But Thunder 1 didn't fall. Its energy shield, powered by the builder core, absorbed the hit. Then, it responded. "Firing Rift Lance," said the captain. A thin line of blue light flashed across space. There was no sound, no blast, but one alien warship simply vanished, wiped from reality. The alien fleet stopped for 2 full seconds. Then they charged. Moonship. Unleashed from above the moon, the ancient alien ship finally entered the battle. Dr. Liana Mirez sat in the interface, her eyes glowing softly, connected to the ship's systems. She could see every movement, feel every weapon charge, sense every shield's strength. It was more than flying a ship. She was part of it now. The AI spoke. Multiple. Hostiles. Engaging defense net. Activating weapon class. Solar flare burst. Suddenly, light blasted from the ship's front. Not a laser, something older, hotter, a burst of pure star energy. 5 alien warships were caught in it. Their shields melted. Their hulls cracked. Then they were gone. A sudden betrayal. On Earth, General Sarah Dune received an urgent message. Rogue human faction, calling themselves the Preservation Pact, was trying to shut down Earth's builder-based tech. They believed keeping the ship was too dangerous, that Earth would bring doom by holding it. One of Earth's own ships, Ghost Saber, suddenly turned. It fired at the moonship. Liana gasped. Her ship's shield blocked it, but barely. "Internal conflict detected," said the AI. Captain Bren, still stationed on the moon, sent orders. "Shut them down, now." AI versus AI unknown to most of the world, Ghost Saber had its own AI. A human-built one, but builder tech didn't like copies. Liana's ship reached out, digitally. The 2 AIs battled inside the Ghost. Saber's systems. A storm of code. Earth's AI was fast, but the builder AI was ancient, powerful. In seconds, Ghost Saber's engines went offline. Its systems locked. The rogue crew surrendered. Liana whispered, "I didn't know it could do that." "The builders trusted no one," said the ship. The aliens respond. After the failed betrayal, the alien fleet attacked harder. Dozens of them circled the moonship. Missiles, plasma beams, kinetic slugs. Everything hit the surface. But the ship's armor was alive. Each time it took damage, it changed form, adapted, grew stronger. Liana's interface showed her the truth. The ship was learning from the attacks. Each hit taught it how to resist the next one. "We're not just flying a ship," she told Bren. "We're evolving with it." The message of fear. Suddenly, all Earth comms picked up a single transmission from the alien command ship. A voice, calm, cold, filled with ancient anger. "You have stolen what you do not understand. That ship belongs to the First Empire. You are trespassers in a war you cannot survive." General Sarah replied with one sentence. "Then maybe you shouldn't have left it behind." The Turning Point Earth's warships moved in formation with the moonship. They were now a team. Their weapons synchronized, their shields overlapped, their AIs shared data in real time. Together they cut through the alien fleet. One by one, enemy ships fell. Not because Earth was stronger, but because Earth had changed. It had taken the best of the builders and made it human. The team stood silently inside the alien ship. The walls were glowing with soft blue light. Strange symbols floated in the air. No one could understand them, but they felt important. Dr. Mira moved closer to one of the walls. "These are not just controls," she said. "This is a memory archive." Colonel Reyes raised an eyebrow. "Memory? You mean like a log?" "No," Mira replied. "Like a brain. This ship remembers everything." Reyes looked at the glowing wall. "Then let's make it talk." She nodded and began scanning the symbols with her wrist device. The AI translated only a few words. Time, return, cycle, harvest. Captain Idris frowned. Harvest? What does that mean? Mira's face turned pale. I don't know, but it sounds bad. Suddenly the lights dimmed. The ship was reacting. A hologram appeared in the center of the room. It showed stars, planets, and something else. Huge ships. Thousands of them. Reyes stepped forward. That's not Earth's fleet. That's an invasion force. The AI spoke. A cold, robotic voice echoed in the room. Fleet return in 7 Earth days. Prepare for harvest. Everyone went silent. 7 days? Mira whispered. The aliens are coming back, for this ship, and for Earth. Captain Idris clenched his fists. Then we don't have time. We need to understand this ship, fast. Reyes turned to the team. From now on, no rest. We stay here. We learn everything, or Earth won't survive. Later that night, Lieutenant Solari was alone, studying a corner chamber of the ship. He touched a strange crystal embedded in the wall. A shock ran through his body. Images flooded his mind. Not just pictures, memories, war, destruction, planets screaming, alien leaders speaking in a language he somehow understood. He stumbled, back, gasping. He had seen the truth. They've done this before, he said, to hundreds of planets. Earth was just next. He ran to the others. They weren't exploring. They were planting seeds, and Earth was one of them. Dr. Mira's voice trembled. We were part of their experiment? No, Solari said. We were part of their food chain. At the same time, in deep space, far beyond the solar system, an alien ship received the signal. The leader, a tall creature with 6 eyes and silver skin, watched the message. Earth is awake, the voice said, and they've touched the seed ship. The alien turned to his crew. Then the humans must be reminded, he growled, who created them and who owns them. Back on Earth, Reyes gave the order. Prepare the Earth Defense Fleet. We have 1 week, 1 chance. Mira stared at the ship. Let's hope this thing is more than just memories. Let's hope it can fight. And deep within the alien ship, something shifted. The walls glowed red. Weapons were waking up. Earth had just triggered something older and far more deadly than anyone imagined. The Earth Defense Command was now on full alert. Inside the underground base, alarms rang. Screens showed the alien countdown, just 6 days left. Colonel Reyes stood in front of the Global Council screen. World leaders watched her, waiting. She spoke with a steady voice. The enemy is real. They're returning to finish what they started 30,000 years ago. But this time, Earth is ready. Some leaders looked nervous. Others looked afraid. Can the ship fight? One asked. Dr. Mira stepped forward. We're still learning, but yes, it has weapons, powerful ones. It can help defend Earth, but only if we unlock them in time. Back inside the ship, the atmosphere had changed. The lights were now blood red. The ship had started moving slightly, adjusting its systems. Solari touched one of the alien panels. A deep humming sound filled the air. Then a voice spoke. Battle. Mode initializing. Defense systems online. A massive cannon unfolded from the ship's side. Mira gasped. That's not a weapon, that's a planet killer. Captain Idris looked stunned. This thing wasn't made for war. It is war. Meanwhile, in orbit above Neptune, alien portals started opening. Silent. Deadly. From them came ships. Black, smooth, and shaped like knives. Inside the largest, alien vessel, a 6-eyed commander hissed, humans have touched our sacred ship. They must be erased. One of his officers warned, they have awakened it. The seed ship is choosing them, the commander growled. Then we burn both, the planet and the ship. On Earth, engineers and soldiers worked side by side with scientists inside the alien ship. Mira found something new, a hidden core in the center of the ship. It's alive, she said softly. This core, it's not metal. It's part organic. Like a brain or a soul, Reyes asked. Can we use it? Mira hesitated. Maybe, but it might also use us. They had no choice. Mira placed her hand on the core. The ship pulsed with energy, its systems fully activated. A new map appeared, showing alien ships moving toward Earth. 5 days left. In the control room, Captain Idris saw something strange on the radar. A small object heading toward Earth, moving fast. Another alien ship? Solari asked. No, Reyes said. It's coming from the moon. Everyone stared. The object landed outside the alien ship. A drone stepped out, old, rusty, but human-made. A voice played from it. This is Relay Drone 9. Message from 12 years ago. The message played. If you found the ship, run. Do not try to fight. You don't understand what it really is. It's not just a ship. It's a trap, a beacon. They're not coming for it. They're coming for what it's calling. The room fell silent. Captain Idris whispered, We've woken something worse than just an alien fleet. And somewhere, far beyond the galaxy, something older than the alien race stirred, eyes opened, cold, ancient, and very, very hungry. Inside the alien ship, a low hum filled the air. Mira stood frozen. Her hand still touched the glowing core. It was pulsing faster now, like a heartbeat. But not hers. It's alive, she whispered again, more certain this time. It's aware of us. Captain Idris stepped closer. Then tell it, we're not its enemy, the ship responded. Weapon lock disengaged. System prime active. Suddenly the floor split open. A strange device rose from the center. A long crystal cannon surrounded by rotating rings of light. Symbols glowed in the air. Mira's eyes widened. This is not for defense. Reyes frowned. What is it? She answered slowly. It's something worse. It doesn't just destroy matter. It erases energy, memory, even time itself. Far above Earth, the alien fleet began forming attack positions. Thousands of warships aligned in orbit like a net. Inside the alien command ship, the six-eyed commander watched the Earth with burning rage. Our sacred seed ship has turned against us, he growled. We must strike now. His second-in-command warned, if the humans fire that weapon, it could undo everything, even us. We created it, the commander hissed. We know how to stop it. Back inside the alien ship, Mira and her team searched the control room. More secrets appeared. A hologram showed Earth. Then, a second image behind it. Another version of Earth, broken, burning, from long ago. Mira gasped. It's showing us what happened before? This isn't the first time Earth found this ship. What do you mean? Reyes asked. It crashed here once, long ago. Our ancient ancestors touched it and vanished. The ship reset the timeline. Captain Idris stared at the screen. Then this ship, this weapon, it didn't just survive 30,000 years. It erased the first humans who found it. Everyone stood still. Mira whispered, It's not just a machine. It's a test, and we're failing it again. Suddenly, the ship lit up with a new warning. Harvest protocol, 72 hours. Host world will be judged. Captain Idris slammed his hand on the console. Judged by what? Mira looked pale. By the thing the aliens ran from. The ship wasn't theirs. They stole it. They tried to hide it. And now, it's calling. Its true master. Far away in deep space, something was coming. Not ships. Not an army, but a single massive shape, darker than space itself. It had no face, no form, only a mouth, and it was hungry. Reyes gave the final order. Prepare the ship. We launch now. We take the fight to them, before that thing arrives. Solari shouted, but if we fail, Earth could be wiped from history. Reyes nodded. If we don't try, Earth will be. The ship's engines roared to life. As it rose into the sky, the countdown continued. Hours left. The Earth trembled as the alien ship rose into space, its engines burning brighter than the sun. Captain Idris stood on the bridge, silent, watching the stars ahead. The ship wasn't flying. It was tearing through space, like reality itself was opening for it. This isn't just travel, Mira whispered. It's going beyond space, beyond time. Reyes checked the system. We've crossed light years in seconds. We're not in normal space anymore. Outside the windows, the stars twisted. Some moved backward. Others blinked out. Solari stared. We're in the ship's memory. Suddenly, alarms blared. Incoming hostiles. Timeline conflict detected. A fleet appeared, but not the alien ships from before. These looked older, darker, marked with symbols long forgotten. Mira gasped. These are the first builders, the original creators of the ship. Captain Idris narrowed his eyes. Why are they attacking? The ship answered. Only one species may control the vessel. Conflict must resolve. The human crew quickly activated defenses, but their weapons weren't working the same. Lasers curved, missiles froze mid-air, and plasma bolts reversed in time. Solari shouted, "The rules are different here. Nothing's stable." Mira ran to the control console. "We need to sync with the ship fully. It's the only way we can fight them." She touched the core again. This time, she didn't just see its memories. She became part of them. Flashes of past wars hit her mind. A planet erased by a single blast. Civilizations arguing over who should control the ship. And finally, the decision to hide it on Earth, far from the stars. The builders didn't trust each other, so they sent the ship to a world so young, no one would suspect it. But humanity found it, and now it had chosen them. Back on the bridge, Mira's eyes glowed blue. "I can control it now," she said calmly. "But there's a cost." "What kind of cost?" Idris asked. "If I sink fully, I stop being human." There was silence. Reyes finally said, "Then wait. Just guide us. Don't lose yourself." The enemy fleet attacked again, this time faster. But Mira directed energy fields, warping time around them. Enemy ships aged in seconds and crumbled to dust. Some were pulled into the past, erased from all timelines. The crew watched in awe. "This isn't just a battle," Solari said. "This is history, being rewritten." Suddenly, the black shape from earlier, the hunger beyond space, appeared again. Even the ancient builders froze. It wasn't part of their plan. It was older than all of them, a time predator. It fed on events, erased outcomes, and feasted on memory. And now, it wanted Earth's timeline. Mira's voice became deeper, echoing with the ship. "We either seal the timeline now, or it eats everything." Idris gave the order. "Do it." She closed her eyes. The ship's power surged, reaching out across all possible histories. It chose one version of Earth, one path, and it sealed the rest. The time predator screamed, but it was locked out, trapped in a loop forever. The alien builders disappeared. Their memory erased. The timeline snapped into place. Only one truth remained. Earth found the ship, and Earth kept it. Captain Idris looked around. "Where are we now?" Mira opened her eyes. "Back in normal space, near Earth. But everything's different." The stars looked normal again. Captain Idris stepped onto the bridge and stared out the window. Earth was below them. But it wasn't the same Earth they remembered. The oceans were brighter. The land masses had shifted. Orbiting stations they had, never seen, floated silently in the sky. Mira said in a quiet voice, "We're back, but it's not our time anymore." Solari checked the star charts. His face turned pale. "We're 10,000 years in the future." The ship had returned them, but not to the past they left. Earth had changed, not destroyed, not conquered, but transformed. The human race had not vanished. It had evolved. Suddenly, a soft voice echoed through the bridge. Speakers. "Welcome back, guardians of the first ship." A glowing AI image appeared in front of them, human in shape, but filled with starlight. "I am Celine, keeper of humanity's timeline. We've been waiting for your return, Captain." Idris raised an eyebrow. "Waiting for us?" Celine nodded. "You disappeared 30 minutes after discovering the ship. But the ship re-entered orbit just now, 10,000 years later." Mira asked, "What happened to Earth?" The AI smiled gently. "After your disappearance, humanity advanced. We followed the clues your mission left behind. We found the ship's memory fragments and unlocked our potential. We colonized thousands of stars. We didn't forget you." "You were our beginning," Reyes whispered. "We became a galactic power?" "No," Celine replied. "You became the galactic core. Entire empires answer to Earth now." The crew stood silently. They were just explorers. But now they were legends. "Are we needed?" Mira asked. Celine smiled. "You are honored. Your ship, the first vessel, is a relic of power. But your mission is over. You brought the ship home. Your fight saved time itself." Suddenly, Idris asked, "And what about the alien threat? The Builders? The Time Predator?" The AI grew serious. "The Builders are forgotten. Their records erased across the galaxy. The Time Predator still lurks in broken timelines, but it cannot enter this one. You sealed us in safety." The ship gently descended toward Earth. As they broke through the clouds, the crew saw tall silver towers, cities in the sky, green worlds floating in orbit, and humans everywhere, healthy, strong. "United," Mira whispered. "We gave them a future." "No," Idris said. "They made one. We just lit the spark." The first ship landed on a golden platform. People were waiting. A parade, music, cheers. Children pointed at the ship and smiled. Elders wept. Statues of the crew already stood nearby. Reyes looked out and said, "I don't even know how to live in this time." Solari nodded. "Then let's start learning. Together." As the crew walked down the ramp, a voice echoed from the sky. They came from the past, carrying a forgotten ship. And because of them, Earth never fell. Because of them, humanity remembered who we are.